Here we are, boys, with episode 77. With episode 77 to come short, you boy. Here we are with episode 77 to come short, you boy. So before we get into it, guys, before we get into it, I have to reiterate this every stream. Every time I do one of these, I have to reiterate this. If at any point in the stream you'll hear me stuttering or tripping over my words, I've got a speech impediment. That's why I stutter. That's why I trip over my words. Anyways, let's get the promotional stuff out of the way, and then we can get into it. So y'all get the boxing stream at the end of the month. I'll talk about all the greats. I'll talk about Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier, Joe Louis, Sonny Liston, Sugar Ray Robinson, etc., etc. I'll talk about all the greats at the end of the month. Stay tuned, because the boxing stream is going to be fun. So yeah, that'll be fun. And then guys, I'm still working on the White Knight, Ogre's 8, the Dragon King trilogy, and the broader world of Evoluria itself. And I'm still working on Gunblade. I'm still working on the Samurai and Gunslinger. I'm still working on Gunblade. I'm still working on the Samurai and Gunslinger. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be good. So just stay tuned for that. So yeah, with all that being said, guys, what do y'all want to talk about? Because we got an hour to kill here. So what do y'all want to talk about? I mean, we got plenty to talk about. If you read the channel in description, y'all know what the channel is about. Anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, and philosophy. We talk about all that stuff here. It's very, very interesting. Also, guys, I do have everything organized properly into playlists now. If you go to the channel, you'll see playlist of my music stuff, all the songs I've done, and of all my gaming stuff. So if y'all want to know what the channel is about, then go read the channel in description. That's number one. And number two, go look at the content I have on the channel. I have everything organized into playlist now, guys. I've got everything organized into playlist. So yeah, guys, that's all good. That's all well and good. So yeah, I've got everything organized into proper playlist now. Hey, for anyone that wants to check any of my stuff out, just go to my channel, and the playlist will be right there here for you guys to enjoy. So yeah, there's all that stuff, guys. What's up, guys? How you doing? But yeah, I mean, all this stuff is organized now properly on the channel and all that. If y'all want to check any of my stuff out. Now, guys, I haven't produced any new music in a while. But y'all will get 2 new songs on December 1st. On December 1st, I will release 2 new songs here on the channel. So keep an eye out for that as well. Also, guys, hey, before any of y'all go off and basically spam it in chat, hey, because I know y'all, it is going to be inevitable that somebody in chat is going to basically non-stop spam, we want artwork. It happens in every stream. Guys, y'all will get artwork. I've promised y'all concept art, at least. I've promised y'all concept art of the Samurai and Gunslinger. y'all will at least get concept art of the samurai and gunslinger by the end of the year. Around Christmas or New Year's, y'all will have artwork, I promise y'all. Concept art of the samurai and gunslinger is coming. But yeah, hey, before anyone just goes off spamming in chat, just know there will be artwork, guys. I'll give y'all concept art. I'll give y'all at least concept art of the samurai and gunslinger by the end of the year. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Also, guys, this goes without saying. I've told y'all this time and time again. I am a reader, I'm a writer, I'm a storyteller, guys. I love reading books. I love seeking deeper knowledge and studying stuff, guys. Hey, despite my speech impediment, clearly, despite my speech impediment, I still love doing all this stuff, guys. Like, I've done a lot of good stuff today. I mean, I'm always learning. I'm always learning, always researching stuff like history, mythology, philosophy, etc., etc. I love all of it. I love all of it, guys. It's just so interesting to me. Plus, I've studied Greek mythology for 6 years. I've studied Greek mythology for 6 years. I've studied Norse for 2. So I know all the stories about Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Perseus. Although Perseus is a good story. It's a very good story. And I know about all that stuff, guys. I know about hidden Norse gods as well. I know about the Norse gods as well. Odin, Thor, Loki, all those guys. Like, I know about all of them. Yes, my dear viewer, Greek mythology is very interesting, hey, but it's also very, very messed up. If you know anything about Greek mythology, 2 things pop out. It is very, very contradictory. If there's one consistent thing about Greek mythology, it's that it's never consistent. Greek mythology is never consistent. And number 2, guys, the second thing I noticed in my 6 years of studying Greek mythology is Zeus is not a good guy. Hey, the king of the gods is not a good guy. That was my first misconception that was corrected. And once I started studying it back in 2018, that was the very first misconception that was immediately corrected. I thought Zeus, he was this all-powerful, good, and benevolent god. Boy, hey, was I wrong. Do not get me wrong, he's all-powerful, sure, but he's not a good guy. Because in Greek mythology, the mortals are the playthings of the gods. And it's very, very interesting, guys. It is very, very interesting. I truly do love studying this stuff, guys. And because I'm interested in mythology, very, very interested in it. Like, I've read Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. Both of those books are phenomenal. The Iliad is basically the Trojan War, of which it still baffles my mind, right? It still baffles me that people think Helen is the cause of it. Helen did not cause the Trojan War. Aphrodite did, because she won a contest, and she went and kidnapped Helen from Troy, and and b- basically Helen Hay was already married, right? Helen Hay was already married to another man, and Aphrodite went and kidnapped her and hooked her up with somebody else. Now, my memory is foggy here, guys, because it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've read the Iliad by Homer. I've read both Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, both a phenomenal books. But yeah, it's been a long time, so I really can't, or my memory's not that good currently, because I don't know why, guys. I don't know why this happens. It just does. This happens to me every time I start one of these. Every time I get in front of the camera. Every single time I get in front of the camera, I have a thought in my brain. I have a memory, and it disappears just like that. I mean, I'm not camera shy. I'm not camera shy, at least I don't think I am. Am I shy in front of the camera? I don't think I am. Am I nervous? I don't know. I truly don't. But it is an interesting question there, guys. Like, why why is 12 minutes gone by and I've said nothing of value? I have no idea. But yeah, guys, I'm not sure what to talk about. You see, because here's the thing, right? It's not that I'm bored. It's not that I'm bored, right? I'm not bored at all. I've got a lot of stuff in here. I've got a lot of information in here. If y'all actually look at the channel description, y'all know that. I talk about anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, philosophy, and psychology, and a lot of other stuff as well. Ancient and old stories, movies, TV shows, everything. I cover a lot of stuff here, guys. I cover a lot of stuff. So, it's not that I have nothing to talk about or nothing to say. It's that I have too much to talk about. I have too much to say. And I only stream for an hour every night. I only do this, guys, from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. and 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 then I end it. But yeah, guys, it's so fascinating, guys. It's just so interesting just diving into these old and ancient stories. Like I said earlier, guys, I cannot believe this, guys. I cannot believe this. We're almost 14 minutes into this, and I forgot to adjust the lighting. Just give me a moment. There we go. There we are. Nearly 14 minutes into it, and I corrected the lighting. Wow, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, guys. Wow. That's not good. That's not good that I forgot to adjust the lighting like that. But it's okay. It's alright. But yeah, guys. I mean, I like learning stuff. I like reading stuff. I like studying stuff. In other words, I'm a nerd, right? I am just some guy in his room, just talking and talking and jabbing away. Just talking and talking and talking. Probably will never shut up because I hate dead air. I hate coming on here and just being quiet. Because I'm pretty sure y'all came here for entertainment purposes or educational purposes. But I don't know why y'all, y'all are here though. I don't know why y'all give me the time of day. Hey, but I thank y'all for it because I mean it is a bloody miracle hey, that I have. Let me see here. Let me see here. It is a bloody miracle hey, that I've got 296 of y'all. That is utterly incredible. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me and all that. But yeah, guys. Also, even though yes, I told y'all that y'all get the boxing stream at the end of the month. I will say this much, guys. I'll say this much. So, recently, there was a fight. There was a super fight. There was a mega fight. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Now, this fight was super anticipated and super hyped. But it was the most disgraceful, most disappointing fight I have ever watched. And as a longtime boxing fan, and as a fan of Tyson and who has watched his fights, his prime fights, I mean, he should have one-shotted. He should have one-shotted Jake immediately. Tyson still has the power. People claim it's age, right? People claim Michael is 58 years old, of which is true. But he still got that power. He still got the speed, and he still got the will and fire to do this. But if you pay attention, guys, I think his left or right leg, he was like braced up. I think he had a brace on it. I'm not sure about that though, guys. I think either his right or left leg had a brace on it, so he went into the fight injured. And people say he looked old, right? He looked old. He looked too old to do this. No, not old. Sick, not old. Hey, because 2 months prior to the fight, he had an ulcer, of which that explains it. That explains it for you. Tyson nearly died 2 months prior to the fight. So, I believe Tyson, age had nothing to do with it, guys. I mean, yes, he's old, but still, he's still Mike Tyson at the end of the day. Like, I mean, like, if Tyson didn't have the injuries or the health scare and he was in perfect fighting condition, I believe he would have laid Jake's, I'm gonna just say it, I believe he would have laid Jake's ass out round 1 here within the first few minutes. I believe he would have laid Jake out in the first few minutes of the first round. That's all I'm going to say on that for now. That is all I'm going to say on that for now. And guys, I apologize for swearing like that, but I needed to emphasize that point. That Tyson would have laid his ass out if he didn't have his medical problems. Plus, I think it's rumored that the fight was scripted, that the fight was faked, and Jake was paid. And I believe Jake was paid $40 million for the fight, and Mike only $20 million. That's not fair in my opinion, because Mike actually was the main draw here. Mike is the only reason people gave a crap in the first place. However, I am glad I watched the full card. the full event, because there were some good fights besides Jake versus Tyson on the card. Like my favorite fight of the night, and of that card was Mario Barrios versus Abel Romeos, a welterweight fight, 12 rounds of pure bliss and violence. 12 rounds of pure violent bliss. Truly, truly incredible. Both of those guys went the distance. They went hard. It was amazing. It was a glorious fight. But that's all I'm going to say on boxing for now. That is all I will say about boxing until y'all get the stream at the end of the month, where I'll talk about all the greats. I'll talk about, yes, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, etc., etc. I'll talk about all the greats at the end of the month. But that's, but what I just said a few moments ago, that is all y'all get on me for boxing. That's all y'all get from me, at least, when it comes to boxing. Y'all will not hear another word. Y'all will not hear me talk about boxing again. Y'all will not hear me talk about boxing again until I do the stream at the end of the month. So that's it. So that's all it for now, guys, at least on the boxing stuff. Now we can move on to more, not interesting topics, but more just like free topics that I want to talk about. Because, I mean, I do have stuff I want to talk about, guys, other than boxing, of course. But, yeah. I've tried, guys. I've tried. I've tried talking about Wally. I've tried and failed. I've tried and failed here to talk about Wally. Wally is a phenomenal film. I've tried and failed to talk about Inside Out as well. Now, Inside Out is a beautiful film as well, but I've tried and failed to talk about that one as well. And the deeper themes and meanings behind both of those films, honestly. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know what it is. I know I need to write this stuff out, guys. I know I need to write this stuff out. I know I need to write this stuff out and read more and study more about everything practically, because I can never get enough knowledge, guys. And because to me, knowledge is power. And I've said this time and time again, guys. Every time I do these, it's basically a cliche that I'll eventually bring this up on stream. It is a cliche that I will bring this up on stream at this point. There's no difference, guys. There's no difference between writing and thinking, and vice versa. And these are not my ideas, guys. I stand on the shoulders of giants. I've read and read those that came before me. So I read and study stuff, guys. I read the great thinkers that came before me. I do all that stuff, guys. My nose, just give me a second, guys. And my nose and allergies, Allergies are a pain in the butt. I hate them. I hate allergies, dude. I'm sorry, guys. Woo! Oh, my nose. I hate it. I hate allergies, dude. Like, they're my least, well, they're one of my least favorite things to deal with. It's just that season, though, guys. It's just that season, honestly. Like, it's just very, very interesting, guys. Because, like, I'm healthy, man. I am healthy, like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good physically. I'm good. I'm good physically and mentally, guys. Mentally and physically, I'm fine. But yeah, man, like, it's interesting, you know? Like, learning about all this stuff and reading all these books, and sometimes I do think to myself, why am I even bothering reading these old and ancient stories? Like, I can list off a few books I've read, like The Hunger Games, 1984, Hey the Hobbit, Hey the Lord of the Rings. Pretty much, I've read pretty much everything J.R.R. Tolkien has ever written. Now, J.R.R. Tolkien is a phenomenal writer and a phenomenal just storyteller in general. Like, hey, the world of Middle Earth is so vast and so complex and so good, guys, and so good. And Lewis, too, his friend, one of my favorite authors of all time, C.S. Lewis, is very, very good. He's a very good and profound writer. Like, Lewis wrote The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. C.S. Lewis wrote The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Narnia. Narnia is a phenomenal book. Truly. Truly, I love Narnia. And Lewis, his ideas in general, his philosophies are just brilliant, guys. I mean, truly. Truly, truly brilliant. It was C.S. Lewis. And guys, I know, I'm sorry. I apologize once again. It seems like every stream I have to apologize because there's no real topic here, guys. There's no real plan here. Although I want to keep it consistent, I want to stay on topic. If I do have something I want to talk about, I do want to basically articulate myself more and just think things through more, right? Because that's what you gotta do, right? You gotta think things through, write them down. Because what are you doing when you're writing, right? What are you doing whenever you're writing? You are putting your ideas or thoughts down on paper. It's very, very good, guys. It's very, very interesting as well. Like, I love writing and I love storytelling, even though I've got nothing published yet, guys. I've got nothing published yet. My first two stories, Hey the White Knight and Ogre's 8, both of those, he will be published next year. Hey the White Knight is coming out in May of next year, and Ogre's 8 is coming out in October of next year. Both of those stories, guys, both of those stories, Hey the White Knight and Ogre's 8, it will be one chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. Same here with Ogre's 8 in October. Both of those, that story, it will be one chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. Both of those stories, guys, both of those stories are coming out next year. And both of those stories, as I've said, it will be one chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. There you go. That's the layout for both of those stories. So, yeah, guys. It's just very, very awesome, you know. It's just very, very good. Like, I mean, I don't know why I do this, guys. I don't know why I waste your time. We're 30 minutes into this, guys. We're 30 minutes in, and I continue to ramble on and just hope and pray that somebody watches. Like, that's pretty pathetic, right? I know. I know that's pathetic, and I hate it. But it's okay. One day I'll get my act together, I'll get my thoughts together, and I'll actually bring y'all a coherent and good stream. One day. One day. But yeah, guys, it's just that I've got too much on my mind, man. My mind races sometimes. Like, it's almost like my mind and my brain are moving too fast. At least that's what it seems like, even though that's not actually the case. Even though that's not actually the case, guys, that's what it seems like. It seems like my brain is moving too fast for me to keep up. My mouth cannot keep up with what my brain is thinking. I've got all these ideas in here, guys. I've read a lot of books. I've written a lot of stories. Horrible and garbage stories, mind you, but stories nonetheless. Like, it's just very, very interesting, guys. It is very, very interesting. And I hope one day it is concrete. I hope one day it is concrete, man. Like, really. Because if I can do this, guys, if I can actually do this, if I can get my thoughts together and actually bring y'all a good and coherent stream like I'm supposed to do at the end of the month with the boxing stream, that'll be a bloody miracle. That'll be a bloody miracle, guys. But, yes. I mean, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to talk about. I really don't. Because there's too much, guys. There's too much to talk about. I could legitimately go on and on and on about certain films and movies and stories and books. Like, for example, right? I talk about anime, manga, comic books, all that stuff. I've said that time and time again on this very stream even. So, one of my favorite books of all time is Journey to the West. Now, Journey to the West is China's oldest tale, I believe. Is China's oldest story, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, guys, please. Because if I am wrong, please say so. Journey to the West is a phenomenal book. Although I believe it is actually 4 books, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, guys, correct me if I am wrong. But, bottom line is, Journey to the West is a phenomenal story. The story of Tripitaka, Pigsy, Sandy, and of course, Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. That is a phenomenal story, and that story is where we get a lot of the anime tropes from. Of which, that's very, very interesting, guys. That is very, very interesting. Plus, if it wasn't for Journey to the West, I would have never, or we would have never gotten Dragon Ball if it wasn't for Journey to the West. Because the story of Son Goku, the story of Son Goku is based off the story of Sun Wukong. The story of Son Goku is based off of the story of Sun Wukong. take this for example, guys. I mean, hell, Wukong translated into Japanese is literally Goku. I'll say it again. Sun Wukong, translate that into Japanese, is Son Goku. So, Goku in Japanese, or Goku or no, crap, my brain is not working right now. Sun Wukong, translated into Japanese, literally translate to Sun Wukong. Oh, my brain, dude. Okay. I'll say it again, and this time I'll actually say it right, because I didn't say it right that time. Sun Wukong, translated into Japanese, I'll say it again, guys. Sun Wukong, translated into Japanese, is Son Goku. So there you go, guys. There you go. Yeah, hey, without Journey to the West, there would be no Dragon Ball. Without Journey to the West, we wouldn't have Dragon Ball. Of which Dragon Ball is my favorite anime of all time. And also, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Because Toriyama Sensei created Dragon Ball. And I love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is my favorite anime of all time. I love the story of Son Goku. Which, he's very, very interesting, guys. Anyways, why did I even bring up... I'm getting off topic here, guys. I'm getting off track. And I am so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Why did I even bring up... Hey, Journey to the West in the first place? No, I did not bring up... Journey to the West to basically, I did not bring up Journey to the West to tell y'all it inspired Dragon Ball, even though yes, it did inspire Dragon Ball, although that wasn't my original point. That was not the original intention of bringing up Journey to the West. My original the actual reason I brought up Journey to the West was to compare it to another story similar to that. Now, y'all have heard me talk about this film before on the channel, because it is my second favorite film of all time. Hey, the film I'm about to bring up is my second favorite film of all time. That film being The Book of Eli, starring Denzel Washington, written by the Wachowski brothers, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, guys. Once again, I always say that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the Book of Eli, it was written by the Wachowski brothers. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, the Book of Eli stars Denzel Washington, and was written, or no, not written, it was directed, my bad. It was directed by the Wachowski brothers. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, what's the point of this? What's the entire point of bringing up Journey to the West and the Book of Eli? I've noticed similarities between these two stories, even though Journey to the West is a novel split into 4 books, and the Book of Eli is a film, is a movie, is a standalone story. I've noticed these comparisons, right? I've noticed, not comparisons, my mistake, not comparisons. I've noticed these similarities in between these two stories. This may be stupid, this may be idiotic, this may be dumb and wrong for, for, for all I know. This may be the dumbest comparison of all time. I really do not know, guys. I really do not know how y'all would think about this. But I like to think of it this way, right? The Book of Eli is the Western version of Train to the West. Think about it, guys. Think about it. Because Tripitaka is basically chosen to take these Buddhist scrolls to the West. And it's been a long time, guys, and also it's been a long time since I've actually read Journey to the West, so I might need a refresher. Same here with the Book of Eli, though. It's been a long time since I've watched the film, so I need a refresher on both stories. Hey, but that's okay. So, Tripitaka is chosen to take these Buddhist scrolls, these Buddhist scriptures, to the people in the West, so that way they can be enlightened, right? Okay, here we got that established. And he can't do it alone, though. He can't do it alone. So he gets help in the form of the Monkey King, Sun Wukong. And Wukong helps him reluctantly, and he's actually forced to help him. He's forced to help Tripitaka when Tripitaka tricks him into basically wearing some new clothes, and they're super stylish, and he's got a headband. Wukong has a headband now. And anytime Tripitaka says this chant, his headband gets smaller and smaller, causing Wukong to have headaches, or to basically make his head hurt. So now having no choice, now having no choice, Sun Wukong is forced to help him. Now, they meet a bunch of other characters along the way, like Pigsy, Sandy, and a bunch of other characters. Now, on to the Book of Eli. Now, the Book of Eli starts in this desolate wasteland, nuclear war, basically. And here we meet this man, Eli, and he's carrying a book. And where is he going? Where is he going with this book? Where is he supposed to deliver this book to? That's right, y'all guessed it. West. He's going west here with this particular book. And the book is the Bible. Hey, for those of you that don't know, Eli is supposed to deliver the Bible, the last remaining Bible on the planet, and he's supposed to deliver it west, because a voice, in this case God, told him to. Now, he meets a bunch of colorful characters along the way. Eli meets a cool cast of characters, and he delivers the Bible westward. At the end of both stories, guys, at the end of both, at the end of Journey to the West and the Book of Eli, both main characters do as they were told. The Buddhist scripts are delivered to the West, and the characters in the book are rewarded. And Eli, his mission is complete. He delivered the Bible westward to this museum. And I love the comparisons, and if you actually look and analyze and critique it, there are similarities, guys. There are similarities between Journey to the West and the Book of Eli. If you look, they are there. They are there, guys. All you have to do is look for them. But that's very, very interesting, guys. That is very, very interesting. I noticed that a long time ago, right? And I was like, hang on. Is the Book of Eli just the Western version of is the Book of Eli just the? And I noticed this a long time ago, right? Is the Book of Eli just the Western version of Journey to the West, or am I tripping? Is the Book of Eli just the Western version of Journey to the West, or am I just tripping? Tell me what y'all think, guys, in the chat, or if you're watching in the chat, or if you're watching this in post. I hate my speech impediment. In the chat or in the comments, if you're watching this in post, jot it down below, guys. Write it down below. Hey, do y'all think there's something to this? Hey, do y'all think the Book of Eli and Journey to the West are similar and there's similar stories, or am I just tripping? Write in chat. Write in chat or in comments if you're watching this in post if I'm crazy or if there's something to this. Is there something to it, or am I just crazy? If we're comparing the Book of Eli to Journey to the West, I don't know. Either way, it's a fascinating and fun idea. Truly. But yeah, guys, I noticed that a long time ago, right? And I wanted to get y'all's opinions on it. Because it's a fascinating idea. It's a fascinating theory. Now the two stories are similar in a multitude of ways. Like both characters have to both characters must deliver a book or some type of script west, and both characters have their trials and tribulations. Like, it's so interesting, guys. I want to know more about this. I want to know your thoughts on this, guys, because it's so interesting. Hey, the Book of Eli entering to the West, the story of Sun Wukong, and the story of Eli, of which the Book of Eli is a phenomenal film in general. It's very, very interesting and very, very engaging. Like, I genuinely like it. I genuinely like the Book of Eli. Plus, the theme song to that film, the movie's theme and soundtrack is phenomenal. Panoramic is a phenomenal soundtrack. Y'all need to go listen to it if you haven't. If you haven't went and listened to it, please do. Please do. I implore you, go listen to Panoramic, because it is a phenomenal, guys. It is a phenomenal song. If y'all haven't, please, I implore you, go listen to it. But yeah, guys, hey, the Book of Eli and the Book of Eli and Journey to the West, both good stories. Are there similarities though? I want to know what y'all think. But yeah, guys, here we got 10 minutes. Here we got 10 minutes here before the hour mark. So here, what else y'all want to talk about? What else y'all want to talk about? And for those of you, and for those of you that are wondering, for those of you that are wondering what my other two films are, what my other two films are, hey, because I said, hey, the Book of Eli is my second favorite film of all time. Hey, for those of you who were wondering what my number one was, what is my favorite film of all time? Hey, The Shawshank Redemption. The Shawshank Redemption is my favorite film of all time. My top three, guys. I could give y'all a top 10, I could give y'all a top 5, but I would need more time to actually think it out. I would need more time to actually think about that. I would need more time to actually think about that. What are my top 10 favorite films of all time? I would need more time to think about that. Hey, but I know my top 3. Hey, my top 3 favorite films of all time are Hacksaw Ridge, number 3, Hacksaw Ridge, number 2 is The Book of Eli, and number 1 is The Shawshank Redemption. Now, Hacksaw Ridge is a World War II film starring Andrew Garfield, and it is the story of Desmond Doss, the first and only conscientious objector to win the Medal of Honor. The story of Desmond Doss is a great one. It's a very good story. Now the Book of Eli, like I said, guys, is also a very good film. Hey, the Book of Eli is a phenomenal film. And there's no introduction needed. There's no talk needed about the Shawshank Redemption because it's basically on everyone's at least top 5 list. If anyone asks you your top 5 favorite films of all time, or if you ask them their top 5 favorite films of all time, I guarantee you, hey, without a shadow of a doubt, that Shawshank Redemption is at least in the top 5, because the Shawshank Redemption is a phenomenal movie starring Morgan Freeman, my favorite actor of all time, and Tim Robinson. The Shawshank Redemption, there's no introduction needed, there's no words need to be spoken. This film speaks for itself. Shawshank Redemption speaks for itself, guys. It really, really does. Shawshank is a good film. Bottom line, end of discussion. But yeah, guys, it's interesting, guys. It's very, very interesting. Like, I know this stream has been very, very, like, rambly and chaotic and nonsense. And I'm just some idiot guy who's talking in front of a camera. And at the end of the day, who cares? No one cares. There's no one watching right now. So no one cares, and I understand that. But I need to become more articulate, guys. That's the problem. That's the problem, guys. That's the problem. I need to become more articulate. I need to learn to think clearer, and I need to become more articulate and more clear with my words, because right now my words are just a jumbled mess of which really is embarrassing and like just shameful. It is shameful. But yeah, I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I hope y'all enjoyed it either way. But yeah, I mean, once, who knows, maybe I can actually stay on topic if for the boxing stream, I don't know. And I hope I can, like, who knows. And for those of you that are curious or interested, Disney Plus, Wolverine and, or no, Deadpool and Wolverine is now on Disney Plus. If for those of you that are interested, Wolverine, or no, Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine is now on Disney Plus for any of you guys that are interested. So yeah, go watch it if you haven't. Also, guys, earlier in the stream, I did mention Inside Out, of which Inside Out is a beautiful, beautiful film. It's a beautiful psychological film. If you look at it through a psychological lens, it is very, very interesting. It is very, very engaging, and it's very, very thought-provoking. Do note, guys, I have not seen the second film. Although I'm going to, guys. I'm going to see the second film, and I'll give y'all a review on it if y'all want. If y'all want, I'll give y'all a more thorough review on WALL-E, even though I've already talked about WALL-E so much. And WALL-E is a profound film. WALL-E is a profound film on these three themes, guys. On these three themes. On the environmental message and taking care of the planet. The second theme is the rise and overuse of technology. And the third theme is the need for actual human connection. And I mean face-to-face interaction, guys. I mean face-to-face, actually go hang out and go chill with your friends. Like, that's what I mean by actual human connection, guys. That's what we need, guys. That's why WALL-E is such a profound film. Also, now onto Inside Out. Now onto Inside Out. Inside Out is a very good film, and it covers a lot of good stuff. Like it teaches us to balance our emotions. Now, Joy in the film, Joy wants to keep Riley happy all the time, right? And that seems like a good thing, although we quickly learn it's not. We cannot be happy all the time. If you were happy all the time and let no other emotions like in, and if you feel no other emotions besides happiness, I am scared of you. You are a dangerous person if that's the case. Because you need those other emotions, guys. You need those other emotions. And it's very, very interesting as to why though. Why do we need these other emotions? Why do we need anger, disgust, fear? Why do we need the other emotions? And I just laid out the other four core emotions in the first film. Because, hey, the first film focuses on these 5 emotions, guys. Hey, the first film focuses on these 5 emotions. Joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear. Now, I hear the second film dives into more emotions. I'm not sure which emotions though. Excuse me. I'm not sure which emotions it dives into because Riley is growing up. Riley is a teenager in the second film, and she's a preteen slash adolescent in the first film. It's so good, guys. It is very, very good. It is very, very good, guys. It's super interesting and it's super engaging, right? Inside Out is such a good film. But yeah, in the first film, Joy tries to keep Riley happy all the time. But we can't do that, guys. She can't do that here because we need other emotions. For, for example, fear is perceived as a bad thing, although fear can sometimes be a good thing. Fear keeps us from doing incredibly stupid and idiotic things. I mean, we need fear and we need anger and sadness and disgust and all that because the psychology of it, if you'll actually dive into these psychological aspects of Inside Out, it's very, very interesting, guys. It is very, very interesting to see all these other like themes and lessons in inside Inside Out. I hate my speech impediment. It is so annoying. But yeah, guys, like these deeper themes and these deeper lessons in these children's films, right? Because people think these children's films, these kid films like Wall-E, Inside Out, Toy Story, all these other films are just children's films, right? They're just for little kids and they have no actual good, like, material behind it. Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Some of the most deepest lessons are in children's films. There's a 2002 DreamWorks film I love called Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron is a phenomenal film. Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron is a phenomenal film. And I know I just said it 3 times, guys. I redid that each time to try and make it easier and smoother to say, but I just ended up making it harder and harder. Either way, what is this film about? It is about horses and it's about the Wild West. It's about the Native Americans and the settlers trying to settle the West. But this film is actually about a horse named Spirit. And what are the broader themes in this film, guys? What are the broader themes of the film? Well, the number one theme is freedom and your spirit cannot be broken. I mean, this film has little to no dialogue in it. In fact, the horses don't actually talk. There's no dialogue in this film practically. There's no dialogue in this film whatsoever. At least not practically, right? And it's so engaging, guys. It is so engaging. I mean the animation, dear God, if and of course your, your boy, and of course he and of course I'm a huge fan, right? I'm a huge fan of animation as well. I love animation. I love breaking it down. I love animation, specifically 2D animation, and this film, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, is a beautifully animated film. The animation on Spirit, on crap, I forget Spirit's mom's name. I forget the name of the horse that is Spirit's mom, right? Espin, Espin, Espina, Espina, Espinancia, I think. Esperanza, I think is her name. Either way, the animation on her face, when her son, when her son he gets captured by the people trying to tame these horses and trying to settle the Native American land. Like, it's very, very painful. Like, the animation on this horse's face is beautiful. The film is beautifully animated, guys. It is very, very well done. It's very, very beautifully animated. This film is also great. Y'all need to check it out as well. Plus this film here, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron has some of the best music I've ever heard. It's got one of the best. It has got one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard, guys. And it's so good, guys. Go watch it if you haven't. It's a 2002 DreamWorks film. It's beautiful. Go watch it if you haven't. I highly recommend Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Now, we have reached the hour mark, guys, and we have reached that hour mark. So, we have reached the hour mark, and with that, guys, I'm outie. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe, turn on post notifications, turn on all post notifications, so that we never miss a video, and you'll be notified whenever I upload. And with that, guys, I'm outie. I love you guys, and thank you guys.